press conference with head coach Derek Schooley, student athletes Zach Lynch and Colin South. We'll start with the opening statement from head coach Derek Schooley. Go ahead.
Well, I thought we never quit, and I'm really proud of our hockey team. I thought we played hard. When you spot a team a 4-0 lead, it's really easy for that game to get away from you. And that game did not get away from us. We did everything possible. They scored to make it 5-2, we score again. And that's the result of our hockey team. That's how our hockey team played since January 1. It's a team that didn't quit. It's a team that worked so hard. I'm so proud of how we went about things. Yes, we gave up 50 shots. We wanted to keep them to the outside and the perimeter. Yeah, our goalie was very good, but we also created a lot of chances. You pull a goalie at the end, you hope for an opportunity. When you're down like we were by 4-0, you want to win the second period and put yourself in a chance to pull the goalie, and we did that. And our goalie gave us a chance. We never quit, and I'm really proud of our hockey team. Like I said, it could have really got ugly. Yeah, they got the charity goal, as I like to call them, after the empty net goals. You stop playing, and we put our freshman that hadn't played a game since December in to get him in a national tournament game. Unfortunately, I think his save percentage is 50%, but he's such a good kid. You wanted to reward him for that, and I'm proud of our guys. I've been proud of our team all year. I hope everybody in Minnesota now realizes why we are in the national tournament and how hard we play, and it was very nice to hear the applause we got from the Gophers fans at the end of the game.
We're going to start off with questions for the student athletes. There's 2 wireless mics. Please raise your hand, and we will start with questions for student athletes. Right here in the front.
Phil Urban from College Hockey News. Zach and Colin, if you could both respond to this, I'd appreciate it. No, it's tough when it's just ended, but what does it mean to you guys just to have, it's easy cliche, kind of put this program on the map and taken things further than you guys had ever gone before? Thank you.
I guess it's just, as a senior, it's a really nice way to go out. That, our first trip to the national tournament, I was able to be a member of the team when that happened. Hopefully it's an event that will lead to, better recruits coming to Robert Morris, and I think we're a program that's been around for 10 years and gotten better every year. So I don't think there's any reason why this shouldn't propel us to another national tournament next year and hopefully win a few games.
Being from Pittsburgh, I've watched this program grow from the start. Coach Schooley has, from day one, just moved this program in the right direction. So to be a part of this experience and to bring us to the national tournament is just a humbling experience. And I know I speak for Colin as well with that. So it's just great to be a part of this.
Next question for the student athletes. Right back there.
Patrick Donnelly, Associated Press. Your coach had mentioned that he was so proud that it didn't get away from you after it was 3-0, 4-0. What was the players' mindset, especially in the locker room after the first period when Minnesota just scored to make it 3-0?
Well, we've had the same mindset all year, and that's just to never give up. From the middle point of the season when we were 2-12, we never got down on each other, never got down on the team. So it's been a pretty easy comeback to keep moving forward because everyone is just so confident with this team that we never really get down on each other.
Anything to add on that, Colin?
Yeah, I think after the first period, we, looking back on it, we've thought that we really didn't play that poorly in the first period. We let it get away from us a little with 6 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go. But overall, I thought, I thought we played pretty well the first 10 minutes of the game, especially. And I think that our attitude was still pretty positive, even though we let the 3 goals in towards the end of the period there.
Other questions for the student athletes?
Zach, Cody, when you guys pulled within 4-2, did you start to believe at that point that maybe you could pull this off?
Yeah, absolutely. All we wanted to do was get close, win the second period, and once we made it 4-2, I think heading into the locker room after the second, everyone was pretty upbeat. We thought maybe if we could get a few power plays, then we would have a pretty good chance. But unfortunately, we weren't able to do that.
Next question for student athletes. In the back corner.
Coming to the state of hockey, you knew there was going to be a lot of Gopher fans out there, but what was your first reaction to seeing so many of those fans out in the stands?
Zach, do you want to go first?
Sure. Just, being from Pittsburgh, a small school, you don't see much of that, but that was an awesome experience to see so many people just for one team. Like Coach Schooley said before, when they applauded us when we went off, it was just a humbling experience for all of us, and just a great experience to be here and to see that.
Colin, anything to add on that?
Yeah, playing against Minnesota, great program, great fans, classy fans to give us a little applause at the end there. It was a fun experience. I think it definitely will add motivation to the guys coming back to play in front of another crowd like that.
Any other questions for the student athletes? All right, thank you. You can head back to the locker room. Reminder, the Robert Morris locker room will be open until 7:50 if there's other student athletes you want to talk to. Questions for head coach Derek Schooley. First question for the head coach.
I have none. That's awesome.
Right here.
Coach, you guys had that two-man power play right there, 21 seconds in the first period. I mean, how big would that have been to get one, quiet this crowd?
Well, you know what? We wanted to have a good start, and I thought we did. Shots were 9-7, and we battled. And I was told by a couple of coaches that have played Minnesota, if you let them score one, you have to have some bounce-back shifts, and because one can turn into three. And I think we saw that in the last 3 minutes or 4 minutes of that period. But really, it would have been great to get a lead. It would have been great, but our power play kept momentum. It kept us going the right direction. It didn't suck the life out of our team. We had some good chances. There was a big save that Wilcox made on a deflected shot by Scott Jacklin. That if that would have went in, it would have given us 1-0 lead and maybe given us life.
Next question. Right here.
Coach, Weidel scored that goal in the second period there and immediately went to the box. And it could have been a momentum killer possibly there at that point. But your goalie picked you up with 3 big saves leading into that second goal at the end of the period. What are your thoughts on that sequence there?
I thought our goalie played very well. I thought our goalie was outstanding. For a freshman that hadn't started a game since December 4th to go 5-1 down the stretch and lead us to the national tournament, he's been doing that. He played well. He made big saves. He kept the game close. And that's what we want to do. We want to give ourselves an opportunity. You know that you're going to need big goaltending if you want to pull an upset off like that. And yeah, that was a weird sequence of events. And then I'll leave it at that.
Next question.
Kristen's in here. I can't say what I want to say.
Next question for head coach. Right here.
Coach, can you just kind of describe this journey to get this program to where it's been today, and what this experience was like for you and your boys, just kind of going through all this for the first time now?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, I think our guys really enjoyed the experience, and I don't think we just came here to be a patsy. I don't think we came here to play like a 16 seed. We came here to win a hockey game. We came here to enjoy the experience, but we came here to win a hockey game, and I think you could see our effort and our compete level, and I thought we represented our league very well. I thought we represented ourselves very well. And hey, just so once again, we could have quit when it was 4-0. Just like we could have quit when we were 2-12, but we responded and gave them a good hockey game, made them a little nervous, and I'm sure the two teams that are playing today probably like the fact that we pushed them a little bit and they had to work a little bit harder than they probably would have wanted to. I'm really, it's been, like Zach used the word humbling. It's really, really neat to see where this program's coming. I can't thank the alums, the former players, and all the people that have helped put the first 10 years. Pretty good way to celebrate your 10-year anniversary.
Next question for head coach, right over there.
There's an awful lot of parity in college hockey now. It's a lot different than it was 15, 20 years ago, perhaps. Any team can win in any game in this tournament. Why is that? What's happened in the last 10 years that's caused this tournament to be so unpredictable?
It's hard to win in college hockey. Like you said, there's parity, but what's caused it, I think coaches do a good job recruiting. Coaches get out there, coaches work hard. It's become something that we really, you can't, there's no gimmies anymore. You look at Atlantic Hockey beat some good teams, there's no gimmies. You could say that you could schedule this, you could schedule that, but you gotta go out and win the games. And I think it's really become a exciting brand of hockey, and I think there's so many players out there that everybody's doing such a good job.
Any other questions for the head coach? Thank you.
Thank you.